chaos and desperation in Afghanistan as U.S. forces work to get Americans and our Afghan allies out of Kabul.
The Biden administration is promising to bring all Americans home as the president faces criticism over how he's handled the withdrawal of U.S. troops. We have team coverage on this. Let's begin with ABC's Julia McFarland with more. Julia, good morning.
Whit, good morning. Tens of thousands of Americans and Afghans who aided the U.S., they're all still waiting for evacuation in Kabul. And now, amid potential security threats, the U.S. Embassy advising citizens not to travel to the airport unless they have individual instructions from a U.S. government representative to do so. My colleague, ABC's senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell, is in Kabul this morning. This is his latest report.
This morning, pandemonium outside Kabul airport as terrified Afghan families and Americans attempt to leave the country. President Biden vowing that all Americans will be evacuated from Afghanistan.
But let me be clear. Any American who wants to come home, we will get you home.
This interpreter for the U.S. was visiting his mom in Afghanistan when Kabul fell. He was able to make it to the airport, but is now stuck outside on the tarmac with roughly 500 people.
I'm happy that I'm safe, that's for sure. But here, I didn't know that I will see all of these problems. I didn't know what's going to happen next. I hope they don't take us back to Kabul.
But many Americans still not able to make it to the airport. On Thursday, 3 Chinook helicopters picking up 169 Americans at a hotel just 200 yards from the airport after a large crowd prevented them from walking there. U.S. citizen David Fox is stuck in Kabul with his wife and child. He was turned away after reaching the airport.
The airport is very dangerous. So the Taliban enforcers had these, big rubber bands. I think they're called like motor fan belts. I actually got whacked with, with one of these fan belts for not moving fast enough.
Some now back safely in the U.S. while their families remain in peril. One U.S. Air Force member speaking anonymously, his family stuck in Afghanistan.
There's nothing more severe than my family being addressed there right now. And every moment they could be getting slaughtered and my sisters could be hostage. They are targets. And also me being in the U.S. Air Force, if somehow the Taliban find out that they're related to me, it will end really bad for them.
The U.S. evacuating some 13,000 people on military aircraft in the past week. Friday, the Department of Homeland Security deploying personnel to Qatar to help with processing. A CBP spokesperson telling ABC News they're working around the clock to ensure those coming to the U.S. from Afghanistan are properly screened. International human rights lawyer Kim Motley is one of many desperately trying to help Afghans flee.
Afghans are facing a lot of uncertainty. A lot of people are extraordinarily scared, particularly women and girls. They just don't know what tomorrow brings.
In the chaos, desperate measures as families are ripped apart. The world watching as this infant was handed to American troops over the razor wire. U.S. Marines saying in a statement the baby was reunited with their father and is safe at the airport. Ian Pannell, ABC News, Kabul.
As more and more reports emerge of Taliban reprisals and atrocities allegedly carried out by its militants, the group says it is working on a model for governing Afghanistan, which they claim will be accountable. Dan?
So much fear and horror on the ground there. Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.